paprika app. Golden Goddess, my goodness gracious, welcome on in. Welcome on in. I just want to make sure that's up here. Holy Toledo's Raiders, hello, hello. Happy New Year to you all. I cannot believe this. Richard, hello. My goodness, you guys. Oh my gosh. Well, Happy New Year, you guys. I hope that 2023 brings everybody a little more peace, a little bit more calm, maybe some more fun things to do. I'm excited. I am excited. But Raiders, welcome in. My name is Kanara. I'm a food and drink streamer here on Twitch. Right down there is my logo. If you click that, that just gets rid of the raid URL. Just kind of makes the numbers look a little bit happier to Twitch. I have applied for an ambassadorship, so we'll see what's going to happen. DJ Skids is here. Oh my goodness, gosh. Oh, how did she get timed out? No, we can't time out the lovely Golden Goddess. Oh, those numbers. I cannot tell you how many times, though, people have clicked, mods have, not just in my channel, but I mean, in all the channels that I've been in, they go to click the moderator sword thing, and they click the shield, and they activate the DEFCON 5, and oh, it's crazy.
Family. Let us
Thank you guys so much.
Best friends. Yep.
I think we did, Philip. I think we did. I do have a trouble ticket open with Blurp because I can't figure out their interface, and I only have one Blurp interface on. I am so sorry about that. I am so sorry about that. It's with the best intentions, I guess, because we all have fun things. I know. I'm really looking forward to making this dish. Oop, I'm on the wrong screen here. There we go. There we go. Good afternoon, Kanara. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you, Holland. It was quiet for us, but it was funny. So I live in a very rural area of Oregon. We don't have restaurants. My closest shopping store to go to is about a half an hour away, one direction. If I want to go to a department store, I got to drive 2 hours. So I'm kind of out in the middle of nowhere. So the property behind us over here, they had all been drinking, obviously, and all the guys got in their trucks, their four-wheel drive trucks. Now I have about 7.5 acres, and they have probably about, I want to say 8 or 9 acres. What the heck was that? How did we get the ghost? How did that happen? Oh my goodness gracious. And they were out there driving their trucks around doing donuts and everything else over there. It was nuts. Okay, see, this is weird. Connor, how are you, by the way? I don't even have bits turned on. I couldn't figure out how to do any of that because I don't get the right interface. I was like, what the heck? So I have a trouble ticket opened up to them. E-Rock, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Assassin Sasha, which I still picture in a ninja outfit, like a really cool ninja outfit. I do. That's just
did you see that?
What the bejeebers? You guys, Miss Disney girl. We got a crab dance. And we have a train. Come on, ride that train, that choo-choo ride. Belle, how are you feeling? How are you feeling today? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Lefsy. Nice to see you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm missing all these wonderful people who have come in here.
Did you
Golden
see
Goddess,
that?
how was your stream? I popped in and was lurking for a little bit and hanging out. But for you to bring your family over to meet my family, that is such an honor. That is such a true honor. I forgot to print something out. Oh well, maybe next time. Maybe next time. Science is in the house. And it's not weird science. It's good science. It's good science. Moon, thank you for the biddies. My gosh, you guys are dropping subs. You guys are dropping biddies. We got to get the itty bitty biddy umbrella out. She always entertains us. That is true. That is true. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anything out on here. Paka, I think that is what really fascinates me about the whole Twitch community, that we are from all over the world, and yet all of a sudden you'll find somebody that's like really close to you. Well, they are, but they're not supposed to be. I have bits turned. I actually have it. It says bits turned off on the blurb thingy on there. You guys, thank you so much for all the bits. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that so very much. Everything that we do for the stream, it goes right back into the stream, particularly for groceries, because groceries right now are just outlandish. I know, I don't understand why. And then I go to the interface thing, and it says, like, you can click on the thing that it's supposed to show you what your channel points are and how you have them set up. I have one set up. It tells me none. Let's set up your first channel point redemption. I've already done that. So Oh my gosh, more bits. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Holy Toledo, you guys have also already got us into almost a level 3 hype train. What? What? I hope everybody had a safe New Year's. I hope nobody's worried about me talking too loud because that's what I tend to do. Mama Dukes, hello. Nice to see you. Happy New Year. I saw Mom Boss Lady had popped in. Oh, Liz OC coming in hot. Liz and the OC coming in hot. Oh, P&W for life, baby. Viceroy, welcome in. Welcome in. Our winter this year has been the warmest winter. I have notebooks over that I have kept weather records since we moved up here. And the high of the day, the low of the day, any weird things that have happened, snow, rain, you know, whatever, animals that I've seen and everything else. And this is the warmest winter on record in over 10 years. It's just been bizarro. Yeah, so you guys, we have new channel point redemptions. We also have the community challenge. I am asking my mods not to donate towards the community challenge because my mods have a lot of hours watched in, bless their souls. And I want to see if I want to see what's in the community's wheelhouse. Because the channel point redemption is for me to wear a crab onesie for the entire stream. Cockroaches are creeps coming in. Wow, you guys are cray-cray. Yeah, I'm already 53 here, and normally we're in the 30s this time of year.
I like spicy. I do.
You guys, oh my goodness gracious, you guys are already in here dropping. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well. A bit tired from yesterday, a little tiny bit. Water's your best friend. Water is your best friend if you were having a little bit of fun yesterday. And Paka, thank you so much for that. Hello, Damien. What's going on, Mom Boss Lady? Is it good news? Is it good news? The polar bear plunged today and it'll be 74. I like that. Oh my goodness gracious, you guys. Pickle juice is better if it's fermented pickle juice. You'll get probiotics. And you'll get that little bit of sodium that you need to kind of help you hang on to the water that you need to be drinking. 84, Dave. How you doing, Dave? Hi, Dave. Nice to see you, Dave. I forgot to turn that back on. I will be turning that back on when I come back. I'm leaving for California to go down and visit my parents in 2 days. So I won't be back streaming until the 11th, and I will have the meal redemption put on there. But I have to kind of like look at my schedule and stuff like that too. I wish it was raining here. Great to see you. Haven't seen it since last year. I love that. I love that. Oh my gosh, you guys, thank you so much for that hype train right out the bat. The beautiful rate of having all these other wonderful people coming in. Thank you guys. We are going to be doing some flavored salts today. I want you guys to see how easy that is to do. I found another recipe for how to do one of them that we're going to try today. We're going to see if it works together. And we're also going to be making loco moco. Loco meaning crazy, moco meaning hamburger. It's a Hawaiian dish. And we'll be making our rice, putting a lovely hamburger patty on top of that with some brown gravy, and we're going to have some good stuff. And I'm also going to do, if you guys want to, we'll do some air fryer zucchini fries. Shorty Ginger Snap, hello, nice to see you. So we're gonna be doing some fun things today. Salts are a big thing. Salts are very important, not only to our own bodies, because that's the one mineral that our bodies do not reproduce. We have to ingest it to get it. And a lot of foods are salty naturally. Celery has a lot of sodium naturally. But salts are also a way to enhance the flavor of our foods and make them taste better than they are. And it's not just about doing just salt. We can add to that additional flavors that enhance the entire flavor of the dish even more. I got the hiccups. Are you meeting? She's in California. No, I'm just going down to see it. It's a 2-day drive down. I'll visit with my parents and my sister and my daughter for 2 days, and then it's a 2-day drive home. So it takes me a while to get down there. Right out of the gate. Right out of the gate. Moon, oh my gosh. You know, I was honestly hoping nobody would see that one. Oh, I do have to get out real quick because I can't pick it up with, okay, I do have it sitting over there. Ma'am, I have redeemed the crab claws. I wanted to, but I was going to wait. All right, so we have our crab claws. I have no idea how I'm going to do it. Oh, can somebody set a timer, please? Athena, my dear, can you set me a timer? What are we working on first? So what we're going to work on first is going to be one of the salts because it has to actually start dehydrating a little bit. And we're going to do this particular salt. I'm holding up 2 fingers. Here, 2 ways. 2 ways we're going to be doing this particular salt. But I have to get... okay, everybody has to clear out. Okay. Because I have to get out my sriracha. Okay. The first way we're going to try this. Nope, Chet, not a grandma. Thank you, though. Bye-bye. We're going to mix in. So this is sriracha salt. So this is a good spicy seasoned salt that you can use on any dish you want. Particularly good on things like eggs, rice dishes. Actually, yeah, 10 minutes. Thank you. Okay. I had to print out all, and I will have all these recipes posted in the Discord, so be sure to follow the Discord. I will have all those in there. Where is my half cup thing? Oh, gads. You know what I should have done? You know what I should have done? I really should have been practicing with these things before stream. Because this is, all right, so for our sriracha salt, we're gonna use a half a cup of sea salt. Kosher salt. You can use coarse ground. Your Morton salt's gonna be a little bit more coarser ground versus your diamond salt. Oh, Lordy, how do I, okay, come here. Okay, I can do this. Okay. Oh, I hope I don't start laughing so hard I tinkle. Okay, so you gotta think like Leo. What would Leo do? WWLD. What would Leo do? I just remembered something. I remembered when you asked if there was another version, I remembered one time having slow cooked pulled pork. You know what? I'm gonna be doing pulled pork on stream. So I'm trying to see if I can get myself a small suckling pig. Oh, how do I get you open? I use this. Nope. Does that work? Oh, it did. Okay. Happy New Year, Blondie. Okay. All righty. Okay, we got that. So, when you're doing your salts, the ratios is always going to be more salt than it is to the actual ingredient that we're going to be putting in. In this case, we're doing sriracha, and sriracha is a liquid ingredient. So we're going to use about 2 tablespoons of sriracha to about a half a cup of salt. And we're going to stir that really, really well. There's our menu for today. Yogi, hello. Carlton Farms for a suckling pig. Where are they located at? I have a butcher. I have 2 different butchers that are located within our area. Actually, I got 3 now that I think about it. So I'm going to give them a call and see if they can actually get me one, which hopefully will be pretty darn good. So you guys, here's the thing about Leo. What I want you guys to do, my mods know where Leo is at. So while you're here in stream, if you find Leo is a small little silicone crab. He's about as big as this hole here, right here. Hi, how you doing? And can I do the heart thing with these? Kind of. If you find Leo, don't say it in chat. It'll be null and void if you say it in chat. But send the location of where you find Leo to one of my mods who is in chat. Don't send it to an offline mod, but send it to a live mod. And they will confirm if you are correct or incorrect. And then your name will go into a drawing for... Really should have practiced with these. You know, by the time this stream is done, I got to do it like this. Oh, how do I do this one? Oh no, sorry. Hang on. I got to take that off. Okay. I am so sorry, guys. All right. We should be, I hope it didn't clear the chat. Did it clear the chat? Guys, I am so sorry about that. My fat claw hit the wrong button and put it into DEFCON 5. So sorry about that. Epic fail. Done. So I do apologize for that. So now, okay, so chat was cleared. I do apologize for that. I think I can roll chat up here and make sure I didn't miss anything. In Carlton wine country. I will check that out. A Kahlua pork would be delicious. I can still see, mods can still see chat. So, sorry about that. I do apologize. But somewhere in this kitchen, Leo is hidden. If you find Leo and tell one of my mods and they confirm your name, they are going to let me know, John Doe found Leo, verified. All those names are going to go into a drawing to win, oh, I did it and it's upside down. To win a Leo sticker. I'm trying to focus on the shininess of the claws, but this sticker, and I'll mail this out to anywhere. This doesn't have to be, this isn't indigenous just to US only. So that'll be at the end of the month. So at the end of each month, we will take all the names, they'll go into a hat. I'll have Derek draw a name out and that person will get a nice little Leo sticker that you can put on whatever you want to put it on. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. The big meaty claws. Yeah, wouldn't you like to have a couple of crab crackers going at these? Taki, Happy New Year to you. How are you doing today? I hope you had did you have a good celebration? Ours was quiet. We just, what did we watch? We were going to start a movie and we didn't. We ended up watching something else. I don't know. I'm saving my Leo sticker. I haven't figured out where to put it yet. You can put it anywhere you want. You can put it anywhere you want. I'm glad you had a good celebration. I'm glad. So we're going to put in here, first we need a bowl. Oh, this is going to be, when you guys make up your salts, what I want you guys to make sure you do is put it into a, even if you think that, oh, it's only half a cup of salt and a couple tablespoons of this, I don't need a big bowl. You need enough surface area in there to really mix it good because you're going to be flipping this up and around and turning it. And if you put a little thing, you're just going to keep stirring around and around and you're not going to get a full, gadzooks. So you guys, how many points are already in there? How many points are already in there? Jeepers creepers. Okay, so we're going to do, I'm not sure how I can, you know what, I need to get a pencil that I can pick up. Wait, I can pick up this, I can pick up this, right? Okay. That's what I meant to hit when I put it into DEFCON 5. All right, so we have our bowl here. We have our 20,000 so far, great. Okay, oh dear. Okay, whoa, I'm dropping it. Oh, okay. Oh, nope. Okay, we can do this. Oh. Okay, make that 22. 2 minutes on the claws left. Hi, Cherry. How you doing today? We're doing, I already fat clawed the Stream Deck and put it into DEFCON 5, so, what is it with the trolls today? Trolls, why do you even bother? Go away, don't want you here. A little over the salt, Paka. Oh, we did it. All right, so we have a half a cup of our salt. Now we're going to do this recipe twice because I have the oven on to do it the way I traditionally do it, but somebody had told me that we could do this in the microwave, so we're going to try that. Hello Andy, how you doing today? Cherry is here. Okay, how do I pick up this? I'm gonna have bad dreams over here. Oh, the Julia didn't work? Was it already redeemed and I missed it during DEF CON 5? Do crabs know about the aerodynamics of a squid? I don't know. But squids and octopus...
Victory screech!
Oh, thank you, Whiskey. I have no idea how those are working. I can't figure that out. I can't figure that because there's some sounds I want to take out of that. There's some sounds that I don't want played on the stream because I don't like them. So yeah, there's some I want to get rid of. I'm not into jump scares because I'm working with sharp knives, fire, and sharp utensils. And look, I got barely distracted the other day and I sliced the heck out of my finger with a fillet knife. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, I just can't figure those out because I have those all turned off. I don't know. No screaming goats. Oh my gosh. Okay, so to this, here, there we go. So we're gonna do this one in the microwave first. So I'm going to add in 2 good tablespoons of sriracha. So this will be a spicy salt, and this will be very good on eggs, rice, I would say this is going to be the best if used on something that has a very neutral flavor, right? Your best things to mix these things with is going to be a whisk and all we're going to do is that we're going to put this over here so you guys can see. So it's going to look like mud, right? It's going to look like mud. And we want to get this all completely mixed. All that all that soot should be coated with sriracha. Coated in salt. That was that good.
I'm coming!
I have no idea. I have all that turned off and I don't know how that's happening. This is why technology frustrates the heck out of me. All right, so here we go. You guys can see how crumbly this is, but this is very moist. So if I were to put this into, say, a nice jar to gift to somebody, right? Now, granted, we have a lot of salt in here that acts as a preservative, and we also have the vinegar from the sriracha that's going to act as a preservative, but you can still get mold growth, and we don't want that. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put this... Okay, how do I disable blurp so I can get this thing figured out? We're going to spread this out, and we're going to keep zapping this in the microwave at 1 minute interval. Oh, that's just a crease in the pan, in the plate. At 1 minute intervals. And that's going to actually start taking the moisture out. Now, normally what I do is I would put this into about well, I do a lot when I do these, I mainly do them in the dehydrator, and I'll set them for about 150 to 165 degrees and just let them keep going. You guys put it up there. You guys, that's it. You guys see you have a man in the background. Throw up that emote, guys. Anybody who's a follower's got that emote. That is the mustache man. So we're going to put this in here. Let's see what happens. Of course, he's going to come in here wanting to heat up his lunch, and I'm over here trying to cook salt. Oh, you guys, remember when I told you I was crocheting something? I was doing a little project. The only thing is one of the things that I need to finish this project won't be in until Friday, and I won't be here. Never wants it. Yeah, he just doesn't. He just doesn't. That is Mr. Canara. Yeah. That is Mr. Canara. That's Derek. He's a handsome gent. I'll keep him. Show him your t-shirt. Look at his t-shirt. Because remember, he's a bluegrass banjo picker. It's a cat playing a banjo. Isn't that cute? I thought that was adorable. Hello. Well, I've got the rose. Oh, tell it like Julia was redeemed. There we go. Okay. So what we're doing now is we're taking our salts and we're infusing them with additional flavors, and this makes our wonderful Okay, real quick, was that a bits thing? I got to figure out how to turn this off. That is driving me bonkers.
Can I use microwave
No.
now?
How do I, can I turn it, I can't even turn, can I turn it off in the thingy? Can I turn it off in the thingy? I've been to Hawaii. Derek and I went to Hawaii. Derek and I went to Hawaii many, many moons ago. And we stayed in Maui. It was for our anniversary. One of our milestone anniversaries. And that was neat. Absolutely beautiful. We were out there swimming and doing some snorkeling, and some turtles came by. We didn't touch them, though. You're not supposed to touch them, so we didn't touch them. But it's neat to watch them in there. Yeah, but can I turn off blurp while I'm streaming? That's when I would like to visit Kauai. I think that's where my sister goes when they go over there. He works for a big pool company, so they get to go over there a lot more than we do. Then you call Chuck Norris and his crew. And see, that's okay for me because we're not, oh, Lori, hello. We're not big nighttime. We don't go out partying. We don't go out dancing. He doesn't like to dance. All right, so this is starting to look a little drier. And this is best if done on a paper plate, is what they said. I don't know why. I need you to come check your stuff so I can get this back in there in a little bit. And we want to make sure this is dry. But I can still feel moisture. It feels like moist sand right now. Not wet sand, but moist sand.
Order! Order! Zen! Restraint!
So let's go to my extensions. Visit my extensions. And settings. I don't know how to turn this off. Can somebody tell me how to turn blurp off? Do I just have to uninstall it? Because I can just uninstall it, but that should remove that one. That should remove that one. It'll remove that one channel point redemption was. So is anybody here familiar with blurp? What do you need? Oh, you're watching that stuff there? Oh, I wonder if that would work. That would be cool if that worked. Yeah, but I can't stand those sounds. They really bug me. They really, really bug me. And that's what they told me, is that once I set up the bits one, that I'm able to control which sounds can be played with bits and which ones can't. And I want those taken out. I want those completely removed. Because they're not fun. They're not fun. This smells sriracha-y. It's not stinky. It smells like sriracha. It smells like sriracha. Well, he's heating up. He's heating up his stuff. Yeah, the jump scares, not a fan of at all, because of, to me, I think they're dangerous. I think they're very dangerous. So I don't know. What I don't know is if I uninstall the extension right now, which I can easily do. It's no big deal. I can uninstall it. I can reinstall it later. If I uninstall the extension, will it actually remove it from a live stream? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to find out. Oh, especially when you're working with knives and hot stuff. I saw one streamer. Now this was before I was streaming. This is when I was just watching streams, trying to see like what I like. And I knew right then and there when I saw this happen to this woman, right then and there I was like, I will never have a jump scare in my stream because of this. She was pouring molten hot sugar, and somebody triggered a jump scare. And I guess she thought that, oh, nobody will do this when I'm doing something dangerous. And she poured hot boiling sugar over her hand. Her stream had to end. She had to go to the hospital. So it was like, I slapped him around a bit. No slapping, no slapping. And that's when I was like, yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. So as this dries, I don't know if this will show up in here. So this is what I've stirred, but you can see it starting to get a little bit lighter versus the darker. And it breaks up real easily. So what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna keep zapping this. And this is gonna be our spicy salt. This is so easy to do. This is how easy these salts are to make. It just takes a little bit of time, just cut stuff up. I dehydrated some. We're gonna do these as well. Oh, please, I'm gonna leave that one sit there. I dehydrated some rosemary, so we're gonna do some rosemary salt. This, I put these in the oven at about 275 for about 40 minutes, and you'll know they're done when you just roll it and they just pop right off the stem. So see, if I take this one here, right? You don't have to pull them down. You just have to roll this between your fingers and they just come right off. Oh, change the pantry to red. There we go. I see that now. We can go to red. Boop. It'll stay on red till somebody changes it, or if we go back to multi. I poured hot sugar on my hand before. That to me is just, oh, that would be horrible. And burns are horrible because they take forever to heal. So we want to make sure that we get all the stems out. We don't want any of these little hard stems. Gonna get rid of this sticky napalm. Do you know? Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna ask you guys. I think at all times in our lives, whether we're kids, whether we're adults, it doesn't matter when, we always think of what would be the easiest way to pass on and what would be the worst way to pass on, okay? Anything involving pain obviously would be the worst way to pass on. But I remember thinking, I was watching a movie, it was one of like not like Sinbad, but you know the ones that have like the claymation and stuff, like with like the dinosaurs or monsters or whatever, and one of them fell into a volcano with lava, and I went, that'd be the quickest way. Do you have a rainbow setting? What's a rainbow setting? I want a rainbow setting. Shelley's, how are you doing? Nice to see you today. Rosemary salt, put it in mason jars. Oh, see, that's beautiful, Shelley's. And it's such a good flavor. It is such a delicious flavor. Whenever I make a dish that calls for like fresh rosemary, I only put in half of what the recipe calls for because he doesn't care for rosemary. All the colors at once. Well, that's the one that does my flashing one. It's going through all the blue, the red, the green, the purple, the orange, and stuff like that. There's some other lights I want to get, some different lights I want to get. Maybe I'll put those up as a goal, and I'll put all like the bits to that goal. Oh, my trash can's not even over here, or something. Is to get different lights that I can actually hook up to the Wi-Fi, I think, and then you guys could do channel points and redeem them, and it would change the colors. Not like that. Enlighten me. Enlighten me. No, they're on, right now they're on as red. I don't know if you guys can see. It's harder to see it when it's light up, but right now they're lit up as red. I don't have any lights up here, so it is darker up there. But if I do it like that. Can I see the remote? This is the remote. I have quick, slow, auto, flash, fade 7. That's the one I normally use, where it goes through all of them. It goes to like 7 colors. These don't do anything. These don't do anything at all. And then it's red, the variance is green. Does that make sense? Oh, I am certain tech has actually put me in tears. Tech has actually put me in tears. So this is our, this is our, you can see how dry this is, right? Now, if you want to use the fresh rosemary, you can take the fresh rosemary, you can chop it up super fine, you can use a like a little mini food processor, you can mix your salt with it, and then just let it air dry for about 24 or 48 hours. That'd be totally fine. Thank you for that hydrate. We have a community challenge, Bells. Yeah, we have a community challenge. Cherry. Cherry. No, bad cherry. Mods aren't allowed to donate right now. We'll let that one sneak in. We'll let that one sneak in. I have to teach stuff. Oh, I'm telling you, I can't. I was trying to figure out the blurb. I spent 6.5, almost 7 hours on it one day, 2 hours the next day, and nope. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, there. I'm just making sure I get all these stems out because these stems, they're very hard to eat. And what I'm going to do with these, we're going to pop this. It's the quickest way to chop these little bad boys up. We're going to pop these in. We're going to pop these into here, and I'm going to just pulverize them. And then we're going to start working on some lime zest. Now, if you have a spice grinder, you can use a spice grinder for these, which is just a coffee grinder. I just want to see if it would actually work inside here. Minnie Mama even coming in and putting in points. I am doomed. I am doomed. That just throws them around. So now we know. Now we know not to use the mini food processor. I should just stick with the ones I know. So we're going to put them into a coffee grinder. Now, that just had black pepper in there. I don't care if that's in there. When you do things like 2023 is going to be awesome. I'm trying to figure out so many different things to do for the stream, as well as get our stream out there and get people to see the stream, important people to see the stream.
Can I take your stuff off?
Yeah. Whew. All right, there we go. Perfection. Now let's do our next salt. Now this is a dry salt. The other thing you can do with this, if you want to, you can add some lemon zest. I'm trying to get 1 or 2 sponsors involved in the stream. That's what I'm hoping to do. So I need to figure out a way to get some photographs of me done, as well as get my media kit put together. Miss Pantry Elf, hello, how are you doing today? Pantry, do you still have your gingerbread village up? I've been telling so many people about that. That is such a neat thing. Such a neat thing. Happy New Year, Collins. I've got the hiccups, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I need these sponsors to understand that I support their products 110%. I use their products on stream a lot. And so yeah, I figure we need to show them that we're legit. We're legit. Okay, so this one is our rosemary salt. So this one we're just going to mix in. Do we want to put some lemon zest in here? I think that might be kind of tasty if we put. I've got a couple lemons up here. We can put some. I might as well get these limes out because I know I'm going to need these too. All right. All right. Are we ready? There we go. There was a tragedy with the village. No. There was an accident. Was the accident's name Buddy? That's what I want to know. Oh, you guys want to see the art signal of the humanity? I've heard that if you're going to build a gingerbread house, you need to build it without the butter and stuff in it so that it will stay firm. Lurking, oh, I will let you lurk. By the way, when Lori says take down Christmas, For you and me, that means remove the decorations from the living room, the mantle, and maybe some things on the dining room table. For Lori, that means remove the Christmas tree and the decorations in the living room, remove the Christmas tree and the decorations up the stairs, on the landings, in the other rooms. She goes all out. It is awesome. Now, we are going to be doing a garlic pepper infused, which is called house seasoning. And that's a seasoning I use all the time on my prime rib, foolproof prime rib. Yeah, see? Lori's like, yep. How many trees did you put up this year? And what is the most amount of trees that you've put up? I don't put up Christmas decorations. Hey, oh, here we go. Only because it's just Derek and I, and they're in the attic up above you gotta, not outside, but you gotta go in, and it's just a pain in the hiney to get to them. And I need to get a new tree. Only 2 this year, normally 5. Oh, I was gonna guess 6. I thought it was 6. Now you're going to get clumps, right? You need to make sure that you break up these clumps. If you have to, you can put them into a mortar and pestle and just pound them. But you've got to get those clumps out, because those clumps, when you go to salt something, it's going to be a big clump of salt. But this is dry. This feels pretty good. So what I'm going to do, try to get those clumps up to the top. My mom always took ours down. My mom starts taking Christmas decorations down Christmas Day. She puts them up December 1st, and Christmas Day, normally when it's under normal circumstances, when we're all able to, to get there together. Who just came in with a follow? Moonlight's Flower, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome in. What's weird is that why is it not showing up on here? Butter, yes. Baking soda, no. Okay, so it's the baking soda that makes it kind of fluffy. Gotcha. Did not know that. Oh, now it just popped up for me. Okay, so we have a little bit of a lag. Okay, well, I got you. I got you. That's not a problem. All right. I want to make sure that there's nothing that's going to... It'll take me a couple of weeks to get it all down, but it looks so beautiful, doesn't it? I'm going to see if I can get these. I was like, where did I put the... I'm just going to kind of go in here and kind of... All I'm doing is I've just put these into a small mortar, and I'm just going to go through and kind of break up those big clumps. I usually take mine down halfway through January. My mother-in-law, if my mother-in-law had had her druthers, she would have left them up all year long. That woman loves. JC Santiago, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome in. Happy New Year, guys. Welcome into the channel. All right. Now these are not going to go into a shaker. These are salts that you're designed to pick up and sprinkle as a finishing salt over your dishes. I'm going to get the rest in here. Now, if I were to give this salt, I'm going to show you guys an example of a jar. If I was going to give these salts away to somebody, if I'm doing, this is going to be a spicy salt. This is sriracha. So this is going to definitely be a spicy salt. I save all my spice jars. And you can also order spice jars. But anything that's spicy gets a red lid. That's kind of an indicator. It's like, why does this one have a red lid? Oh, I bet it's hot. So if you can find one with a red lid, you can buy these on Amazon. You can buy these in kitchen supply stores. But I save all of my jars and just wash them out and peel the labels off. But that's a great way to have an indicator on there that this could be a little bit warm. I need to get a big one. I have one on my wish list. I have one of the big lava rock Mexican mortar and pestle, because I want to be able to do like my guacamole in there. I want to be able to do some of the Thai, and you have to have more room. This only holds about a half a cup. You have to have the room in there to really get in there and work on it. I'm saving for yogurt jars. I use them as spice jars. Oh, those, yeah, I know what you mean. Those are so cute. I love those. I love those. Okay, so there is our quick wipe with a damp, just lightly damp. There's no reason to soak this on there, but this is now our, and now this one has big holes in it. But I don't have my spice jar funnel anymore. It got pioneered by a certain individual who shall remain nameless, when he was like, oh, I need to pour this thing in the car thing. I don't know what it was. It wasn't oil. He's got his thing for oil, but it was a chemical and couldn't get it out. It smelled like that. And so now that funnel stays out in the garage. Bum bum, hello. Happy New Year to you. Oh, this one's working out pretty good. So make sure you label your salts, okay? You'll think you're gonna remember what they are, but I'll tell you, sometimes that looks like the one that's done for mustard. I don't need that at all. Don't need that anymore. We will keep our little mixture thing out. All right, so should we do some lemon zest with our rosemary salt? Happy New Year. Is there anything Costco doesn't have? Yes, I can name a lot of stuff Costco doesn't have. With 2 words, I can name everything Costco doesn't have. Small quantities. That's what Costco doesn't have. Fill up the form. Hi, nice to see you today. Oh, you know the other thing that Etsy is good for? And if you guys are a streamer, I mean, I found this out recently, is the other thing that Etsy is good for is when you want to buy small, just like a different emote. Like, I don't know if, oh, I don't have that on there. Where is that? I have to change that. I've got to change those too. Okay. I'll have to figure that out. But the it's like, you know, tiny quantities. Everything you have to buy over there is like a you know, a lot. We don't need that. I will say some of their spices are very good. I don't like to buy bulk spices in dried spices in big containers unless it's something you are going to use a lot. If it's not something you're going to use a lot, it's like if you're thinking, oh, I'm getting ready to do some baking, you know, for the holidays, you know, Christmas, Thanksgiving, whatever, and that's the only time you do baking, don't go buy that giant thing of cinnamon, because by the time the next year rolls around, that cinnamon isn't going to be as punchy on its flavor. It's actually going to be a lot less punchy. If you ever want to do, oh, that might not be a bad idea, Belle. That might not be a bad idea at all. Okay, so let's grate some lemon. Let's get about a tablespoon of some grated lemon. Now, what I do love Costco for is when I go buy my flour, my rice, my beans, I buy the 25-pound bags over there, and it works great. Okay, so let's put this over here. I'm still looking to get a sewing machine because I saw a cute video of somebody. She took the 2 of the 25-pound bags of rice from Costco, or, you know, from anywhere. It's like that mesh plastic, and made grocery bags out of them. I bought my DeLonghi coffee machine for $500 less at Costco. Oh yeah. I got, what was it I bought there? Oh, no, it was I can see it sitting there. I can see it sitting there. It wasn't the sous vide machine. I bought that on Amazon last year. What the heck was it? I mean, it wasn't a kitchen appliance, but it was something we bought recently. that was significantly cheaper. I like dates. I like dates. Yeah, we can do that. And then we get to go have lunch too. Because, you know, I wish I could eat their hot dogs. I can't eat their hot dogs anymore. I love Costco hot dogs. My daughter and her best friend, you know, she's married and they have a Costco membership. And that's what they would do. Laura and her would go and they would go buy the, you know, the big things of things and just divide them up. I mean, most stuff I buy like the big packs of, you know, toilet paper and paper towels and all that kind of stuff. And I just store them underneath my bathroom sink or in the other closet. I like that idea too. All right, so this is going to be lemon rosemary. Now, the lemon, I'm not going to bother dehydrating. So the lemon, you can make lemon salts. You can also just make lemon zest. And I recommend if you're going to put that in the dehydrator, put it in at about 165. Start checking it about every hour. Keep stirring it, you know, like every 15 minutes. Go in there and stir it until it gets nice. And then you can powder that up and make a citrus dust, which is delicious on ice cream. And I recommend you do some orange, some lime, some lemon. And you can do it as the peels, but they're very hard to pulverize. So I recommend you take the time and zest them. Make it a family project. Everybody gets out, you know, everybody brings a zester because when it dehydrates, it really shrinks up. But when you pulverize it into a dust, and you can add a little bit of sugar to that and have a sweetened citrus dust to put on ice cream. Deliciousness. But I like I like doing the, hello, Karmic Bob, nice to see you. Happy New Year's. I prefer not to add the sugar to it unless I'm doing a specific dish that needs the sweetness, because using the citrus dust as a finisher on grilled fish, grilled shrimps, delicious. All sorts of wonderful things you can do with citrus dust and a dehydrator. If you have a, I have like a little oven that's over here. It has a dehydrator option on it that allows you to adjust the heat. And you don't want to go too high on your heat because you don't want to cook it. You just want to dry it out. So actually, I'd probably go even lower. I'd probably do it about 120. But this little bit of zest that we're putting in there, the salt will cure and it'll be totally fine. And the other thing we're getting from doing the zest is we're getting the oils from this, which is going to add even more flavor. All right, so I just need a little bit more zest on here. Is citrus dust what's the thing that's in the lemon pepper seasoning? That is actually freeze-dried lemon peel. That's why it's got kind of a crunch to it. But you can dehydrate it and you can make your own lemon. You can make your own lemon pepper easily. Do the same thing with the lemon zest. When lemons go on sale, have a friend with a lemon tree. Go over and ask them, hey, are you going to use all those lemons? Most of the time they're like, take whatever you want. Thank you. Take the juice, so zest them first, get all your zest. Measure your zest out and you can freeze it, or I would dehydrate it. It stays much better dehydrated than it does frozen. But then freeze the juice later on. If you're making a vinaigrette, you pop out an ice cube of, you're telling me my ice cream has been incomplete all these years. Oh, wait till you see wait till you see what we're gonna do. Wait till you see what we're gonna do, Maro. With our next salt. Oh yeah, Karmic Bob. All right, what's everybody's plan? Did anybody set resolutions for 2023? I don't do resolutions, but that's me. That's me. I'm not a big resolution person. I have goals though, like 20. I've got my streamer goals and stuff like that. But I want you to realize that when you set a goal, remember, you're setting a goal for 2023, the 365 days. Don't try and get your goal done or think your goal is going to happen like in 3 months. I don't want you to be disappointed if it doesn't happen. But as you're approaching, as you're making little milestones of that goal, celebrate those victories. Celebrate those. What's your word, Angela? What's your word for the year? I like that. Was to never set another. I think as we get older, we're like, yeah, no. No. No goals, hopes, yes. I like hopes. I like hopes. I have always loved the phrase that hope is eternal, that no matter what, no matter how bad things get, there's always hope. Always, always hope. All right, so again, we're gonna use our bowl here. Okay, oops. We're gonna do about a half a cup of our, I'm using the diamond sea salt instead of the Morton salt today. So there's our half a cup of, I want to make sure I get all this up off of here. Let me get my scraper. I always do the New Year's resolution, but fun ones. I like that idea. Goal this year is to try out a lot of local diverse ethnic restaurants. Oh, I think that'd be fantastic. I think that would be fantastic. I love that. Peace. Tough having a diabetic dog. Oh, I cannot even imagine that. All right, so here is the zest from a couple lemons, which is about a tablespoon of zest. I'm just trying to make sure I get it all up off of here. And we're gonna add about a tablespoon. I gotta get a different tablespoon. Boy, trying to get that tablespoon thing out with my crab claw was craziness. And we're gonna add about a tablespoon of our freshly dehydrated rosemary. This is good on pork. This is also good on fish. I love that jumper. It's just a sweatshirt. And hello, Miss Betty. How are you doing? Happy New Year to you. Can we get a shout out to Miss Betty?
I do like it spicy.
Miss Betty is an absolute treasure, guys. Another food and drink streamer, but she also does games. She does the Jackbox. Is that the name of the different games and everything that you play on there? Sister Sally, when she's in there shopping, Sister Sally's the one doing the shopping. Okay, I'm gonna put this into, I don't wanna get rid of this. Oh, I gotta show you guys my little art project. So, my little art project, I'm waiting for some googly eyes to come in. I'm waiting for some googly eyes. I didn't realize I had a goal to quit smoking last year, but a triple fracture in the humerus bone and my shoulder got me to quit. It's still not easy. It isn't. It is not easy at all. But you can do this. What you have to do is you got to break the habit. Not the bones, break the habit. So if you were used to 10 o'clock in the morning, you would grab a cup of coffee and you go out to the front porch and you'd have your cigarette and a cup of coffee. Instead, at 10 o'clock in the morning, you get a glass of water and you go out to the backyard, or you take a walk around the house. You have to completely break the cycle, and over time, those paths get broken up. So instead of having this clear cement path to, it is time for me to go have my cigarette and doing it this time, it's a broken up gravel rough patch and it's hard to navigate. Your brain doesn't know how to quite get there. You have to consciously think about it. So breaking that up will help with that. Breaking that up will definitely help with that. I'm not used to that door being so visible. That was so awesome. I am telling you, I cannot wait. All right, so this is our rosemary, lemony rosemary. This is our rosemary lemon. Change the pantry to purple. Okay, hang on, I gotta remember how to do this. What did I do with the controller? It's right here. Can I do it from over here? All right, is that purple? I did it. Look at me doing it. Look at me doing it. Oh, Philip Deforms putting in points. All right, so this one, I'm gonna put this
Come
one.
meet our family.
Now it's dark. Thank you so much for that follow. Welcome on in. Now you don't have to do a half a cup. You don't have to do a half a cup. You can do a quarter of a cup. And some of these I am going to do a quarter of a cup. Hello, Matron. Nice to see you. Happy New Year. Yes. Well, I just leave it there. It's for at least 10 minutes. So, yeah, I guess we should set a timer. But I don't think anybody can redeem another one for 10 minutes. I think I set that up right. Maybe I didn't set that up right. Maybe they can't redeem the same color in 10 minutes. Okay, I need to make sure that I I figure that one out over there. Just been here a short while, but you're awesome. Now it's dark. That is such a lovely thing to say. What a great way to start the new year. Thank you for that. So this is, I like to use cute little jars. So if you've got these, you know, you can get these cute little mason jars like this. Like I said, save your spice jars. Some of your spice jars have some of the cutest little jars on there. Yeah, it's just the same color, can't be, okay. Okay, so we'll have to set a timer for that. Dan! Dan is here! Do you and Derek like flavored rum? I have no idea. I have never tasted a flavored rum. So I want cute, oh, I can show you, oh, do I have one in here? I think I gave those all away, hang on. I have a shoebox, and what I do is I wash all my spice jars and I put them in here, but I don't think I have one. I don't. Drats a moony. Drats a moony. I got those out in case I needed them. I had little tiny mini, it looked like a, hang on. It was the exact same shape as this, but it was like in this size. And they're expensive, but I did it for Christmas gifts. I thought they were so cute, so I had to do that. Product placement for Skechers. Skechers, sponsor the stream. I have a recipe I was going to send you. Well, send me the recipe. Yeah, I guess I could do like after 10 minutes. We could pop it back over and have it do through the cycle thing. This is all new to me. This is all new to me, folks. This is all new to me. And my mods, they had no idea what they were in for when they signed up for this. All right, so we have this one done. We have that one done. We have our sriracha salt. And this one, let's taste our heat level, shall we? Of course, it's very salty. You get that heat. You get that tang. I love this. Whiskey and unicorn, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, because this one had the rosemary, and I'm gonna give it a quick rinsey poo. A quick rinsey poo. I'm gonna get a different bowl for the next salt that we're gonna make. Now this one, hey, hang on here real quick. Let me come over to here. Where am I looking? Wait. I don't think I'm finding that. Okay, it's not there. Okay. Oh my gosh, more than, if you guys reach this in one day, my mind will be absolutely blown. My mind will just explode all over the cooking area. I want to make sure I'm saying the name right. I can't see a list of who's here. Not with the screens I have. But they were talking about the dessert. I was talking about on ice cream, about making the citrus dust and sprinkling that on your ice cream. And you can take a little bit of that citrus dust and you can actually put it with a little bit of sugar for a seasoning on there. Coder paras. Oh my gosh, you guys. Y'all really want to see me in this onesie. Our next salt, ladies and gents. Oh yeah, we don't need that. I don't see what the mods delete. My mods know they have my 100% support on there, so they are doing that. I am a PG-13 at the most streamer, but primarily I am just PG, and that's just me. That's just who I am. It doesn't mean I don't swear and stuff like that. I just don't do it on stream. I just try and keep it here to be very friendly, so anybody who wants to have fun on stream can have fun on stream. Oh, change the pantry to blue. We can do that. Has it been 10 minutes? I didn't think, did we do the 10 minutes? Okay, so I need to keep a list and like jot down the time. Okay, so that's a note that I have to make. Where's my little notepad? Oh no. Oh no, where's my little note? Okay, then. I think we still have about 5 minutes left on the purple. So at 1:10, we're going to go to blue, and I'm going to set a timer. I'm going to set a timer. I am. I'm going to put a timer in here, not for 3 hours because that would be very, very awkward. So we'll do another 5 minutes, and then we'll go to blue. I know, yeah. What it's doing, each channel point is individual, and so okay. I know how we fix it. I know how we fix it. I know how we fix it. Okay, I know how we fix it. I don't know if I can do it while I'm live though. Channel point, color, fill in blank. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it. I will make one channel point that says change the color. But you have to fill in there's a space there that says the user must fill in an answer. So it'll be change the color and that put in blue. Oh, it just said that. That's what you meant. Oh, okay. Maybe that's what it pink. Maybe that's what triggered it in my brain. There it is. I'm going to give you full credit. I'm going to give you full credit. Miss Betty has redeemed. Tell it like Julia. And now we're going to work on our next salt, which I think is going to fascinate quite a few here that probably don't expect this kind of salt, but this is going to be a dessert salt that we're going to use. And this salt we're going to use on ice cream. We can actually use it on any of our pastries, and particularly if we're making salted caramels or if we're making our fudge, and it's going to be absolutely delicious from that. Remember, chatty, finally. Thank you, Whiskey Unicorn. I appreciate that. And this particular salt is going to be a vanilla salt. And this one I'm going to make a much smaller portion because it's not going to be used quite as much as the others. And we're going to add some fresh vanilla bean. Now, what I want to show you is I had some vanilla beans that were a bit older. I hadn't wrapped them properly, so they were quite brittle. But it doesn't mean you can't use them. These are our vanilla beans. Now I've taken these beans, I've wrapped them in a damp towel, and now they're completely flexible again. So if you get old beans, don't throw them out. Please do not throw them out. Save them, wrap them up, put them into a damp paper towel for about 12 hours before you're going to use them, and they'll come back in just fine. And yes, we're making a dessert salt. So we have to get us a good knife to do our next batch of salt. And let's get another bowl. Now this salt I'm only going to do about a quarter of a cup of this particular salt. And this is going to last me for quite some time. And it's going to be quite delicious. I hope you're enjoying all the salts. And soon we'll be making our local moco. So bon appetit. So the dessert, so we're going to be taking the paste out of these vanilla beans. So I have here roughly 3 vanilla beans. Actually, you know what? I think I will make an entire batch. I think I will make. I got to star this so I don't forget to do that. Oh, that's my Moco Loco recipe. Okay, we don't want to lose that. Yeah, I think we will. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my salt in. I always put my salt in first. The reason for that for me is that if I get something like the vanilla bean paste inside here and it sticks to the bottom, it's going to be very hard to get all of that up. So we're going to do that. And I want you to save your pods and make vanilla sugar. That's another great thing. That's good in your coffee if you like a nice vanilla coffee on there. Oh, it smells so good. It just smells like vanilla-y. All right. So hopefully you guys can see this. Let's move. Well, I can get this out of the way for right now. We don't need that. I don't need this. I'm going to move. That's my older knife. I'm using John Sin's knife now. Yeah, baby. Let's bring this a little bit closer so you guys can see. Sarah, how are you? Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year. So these beans they broke in half. They were like this. Actually, they were like this. This is like one whole bean. So you can see that vanilla beans are about 8 to 10 inches long. Okay? And what we're going to do with these is we're going to take hey, hang on. Will this work? Will this work? I don't know how to get this to zoom in. This is a webcam. Hello, how are you? Wow, you guys all look a year older. I'm sorry about that. Time is up. We're going to purple, we're going to blue. We're going to blue. Okay, hang on. This one I gotta see if I can get it inside here. The blue, that's a darker blue. I don't know if that's gonna, oh, that's why I set my, the blue and the purple kind of look the same. So I might have to put in the channel points like red, green, blue. I know orange shows up. I'll have to figure this out. I'll have to figure this out. This is the learning curve today. Matter of fact, if my mods on the color changing ones, if you could refund the points on color changes for today, since we're trying to, I don't know. Does that look blue? Does that look like light blue? Or is that, oh, is that better? Is that more blue? Ji-Yun, happy holidays to you. Happy New Year's. Rick Dog, welcome on in. How did you find the channel? Where are you watching from? I was just telling my mom that you will be making a Hawaiian cuisine. I have a friend in Hawaii who I have heard talk a lot about this dish. And she asked me why it is that name. Oh, the Loco Moco, Loco Crazy, the crazy hamburger. Crazy hamburger. It is blue, you guys can see. Okay, okay. Blue is up for 10 minutes. Blue is up for 10 minutes. I use that to pull that thing out. There we go. All right, so we'll try this one. So this is our vanilla. This is our little vanilla bean right here. Here we go. And all I'm doing is I'm going to put my knife. This is the tip.
Come meet
the
our
hard tip right here. We're going to take this.
Let us meet
We're going to
you.
go straight down. And we're cutting that vanilla bean in half. Thank you for that follow, Rick Dog. Mods, keep my channel points. I like paying for the blue door. So inside here, you can
come meet our family.
It's on my thumb. You guys
Let
can see
us
the
meet
paste
you.
is sitting on my thumb over there. Mollusk, thank you for that follow. Oops. Oh, let's go back to this one. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to scrape. And that's what I'm going to get on my knife. Now this piece here, that's a little bit of the skin part, the pod part, but that paste, I don't know if you can see it, but it's just like a fine paste. That's our flavor. That's our flavor. And I'm going to do that with all these pods. But I'm going to get some salt in here. I'm going to get some salt in here. That's what it is. That's what it is. Oh, my daughter stood on one foot. I'm sitting here doing it like, okay, what are we going to do? This is vanilla. This is vanilla. And I'm going to do about a half a cup of salt on here. And I'm going to take this vanilla and we're going to get all that vanilla in here. And you want to save these pods. These pods now put inside your sugar. Just get a jar of sugar. Leave about an inch. Don't fill it up full. Leave about an inch. And stuff these pods down inside there. Shake it every single day. Shake it every single day for a few weeks. And the reason why you want to shake it every single day for a few weeks, that helps distribute the sugar and get that vanilla flavor all the way through. I've never had Moco Loco. I've never had Moco Loco, and I'm really excited about it. And this salt, I know it seems weird to be putting vanilla into a salt, but this becomes, we want that. How many of you have salted caramels? Where you're eating something super, super sweet, you get that little tiny crunch of that little bit of salt, and it's a whole new ballgame in your palate. I must be productive for a bit. I will let you be productive for a bit. Thank you so much, Belle, for being here and hanging out, and Happy New Year to you both. I'm glad to hear that you're starting to feel a little bit better. All right, we're gonna keep that one over here. But I see so many people who get vanilla beans and they don't wrap them right, and you should put them in like an airtight container. And they're like, well, these are ruined, they throw them away, and vanilla is so expensive. That if they had just taken those pods, taken a damp paper towel, not wringing wet, just a damp paper towel, and wrapped them up for about 12 hours before they're gonna use them, perfectly rehydrated. Perfectly rehydrated. How old can the pods be before they're useless? These pods here, because I've been doing some cleaning, I can honestly say we're probably 6 years old. And I forgot, and I cut open the bag, and I took out 2 pods, and I used them for whatever it was I was doing, because I did it on stream, and I forgot to reseal it. I mean, it was still in the baggie, and it was closed, but it wasn't like really, really, really closed. Yes, we are going to do, I don't have any mushrooms. I could probably go get some mushrooms and start rehydrating them. I don't know if they'd be rehydrated in time though. I have some in a glass jar. Oh my gosh, yes. Get those out, rehydrate them, use them. Don't rehydrate them and then put them back in the package again. Because remember, once you add moisture, now you're adding the catalyst for bacteria to grow. So if you're going to rehydrate them and use them. Don't rehydrate them and just let them sit inside there. Homemade vanilla extract. I've done the vanilla extract. I've also made my own Kahlua. There's vanilla flavoring, which has no alcohol. And then there's vanilla extract. And the vanilla flavoring is usually clear. Don't want to waste any of these little, I have one there that fell on the thing. There we go. Now this one, we're going to have to mix up pretty darn good. I don't rehydrate them in water because water will leach the flavor away. Now I want to make sure this has 100% flavor. So I just take the time to put them in a damp paper towel. And the paper towel will turn a little bit brownish because, I mean, you're working with vanilla. But you're not going to, if you soak them in water, you're going to see all this brown liquid in there, and all of that would have been flavor. Now, if you're getting ready to bake something, right? And it's like, oh, I need a cup of water. You could use that cup of that vanilla water, and that would be delicious. But you're gonna lose a lot more of the flavor. I should look it up. I love stories behind things. I've got stories for days. But most foods will last quite a long time. Vanilla beans aren't. You know, they have a little bit of, you know, they have moisture in it. As you can see, that's why I'm getting the paste out of this. But they're not like saturated in water, like a piece of fruit would be. Oh, I really thought I printed up that other thing. Okay, I will share when I get back on the 11th. Some of the stats from the survey I asked you guys to fill out. And thank you guys so much for doing that. The survey's now closed. I'm now putting all my stuff together, so we don't have to do a link to the survey anymore. I'll turn that command off. But really some good suggestions. Okay, so these are the vanilla pods. I'm just going to put these over here for right now, and I will use those after stream. And we're going to get those together. Oh, I will, Lori, I will. I am so excited to go down there and see. That's been ages. This is one the last 3 years. I normally, Derek and I go down together once a year, and then I go down usually like another 3 times during the year. So I'm seeing them like every 3 months. I haven't seen my parents but twice in the last 3 years. So yeah, it's like, All right, so this is, obviously we can't package it up like that, right? So now this is where this comes in my best. So we're gonna get all this down inside here, and I'm just gonna sit here and just start working it into the salt. The salt is gonna help break that up. Break up that vanilla paste, and distribute it throughout the solid. Brown sugar foodie, I am doing good. How are you doing? Happy New Year to you. I summarized version, I have a terrible attention span. Welcome to my world. There we go. Gonna get this all, oh, Dan redeemed a hydrate. Thank you, Dan. Dana's Kitchen's here. Can we get a shout out for Dana's Kitchen, please? Oh, Dan, I needed that. Perfect timing, my dear. Perfect timing. Tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock Pacific time, 10 o'clock Central time. Dana is a certified yoga instructor, and she's going to be doing a yoga class for everybody tomorrow morning. And I'm going to be there. Derek's going to be there. We're moving our chairs back. We've got our chairs. And this isn't something where she said something on her last stream when she was talking about doing this that it resonated with me, in that she really liked this one yoga instructor that when she was training with them and learning the various poses and techniques, and particularly what it takes to be a yogi, and that the instructor had said, I want you, they didn't face the mirror when they did their poses, because you go into a lot of places, like you go into weight rooms, man, people there, they want to see their muscles popping out. They want to make sure they're, they want to see that, okay, the muscles are working, I'm doing good here. I get that. But she said that the yoga instructor would face them the opposite direction. So they weren't focused on their form and looking at themselves, but they were focused on feeling their body while they're doing a stretch or they're doing their breathing. It helps them concentrate within. Let's get this down first. You understand what's going on with your body, and then we work on form. I love that. Emotes only. All right, guys, this is it. One of my mods has put this into emotes, and timer's up on the blue door, and we need to have, I want to see all of your favorite emotes. Nope, 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 nope. There it is. I want to see all your favorite emotes. Let's launch 2023 with our best emotes. Thank you, Whisking. So please go over and follow Dana's Kitchen tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. She's doing it on Twitch. That was one of the things I asked her. I was like, okay, are you doing this on Twitch or are you doing this on Discord? Because if you're doing this on Discord, I have to get up and put my face on first and make sure I'm wearing better clothes than what I'll probably be doing for tomorrow. She says, no, she's going to do it on Twitch. So we will tune into her Twitch channel tomorrow morning and this is a great way to start the new year, guys, right? We're preparing our salts for the year. These are salts that I'm going to be using throughout the stream, throughout the year. This is a dessert salt because you all got me baking more often than I want to be baking. I like the cat one. I feel energy there. Oh, these are cute. Bum Bum throwing up the tater tot, the excited tater tot emote. Everybody thinks that's Cinnamon Toast Crunch, so maybe I should redo that. All right, so this is slowly getting broken up in there. If you've got any like big pieces, use your hands, break it up in there. Make sure you get some of the salt as you're breaking up those clumps from the vanilla, because that'll help separate it. Is that a pineapple on pizza? Brown sugar? Is that a pineapple on pizza? That could, I think pineapple on pizza is one of those things that can start a world war. This one, oh, I know which one I'm going to put inside this one. All right. This is the most bizarre thing, and I want you guys to make sure that you label this, because somebody's going to think this is, see all those beautiful little flecks? Somebody might think this is cinnamon sugar, and they scoop this up and put it into their coffee or their hot chocolate. This is not cinnamon sugar. This is not vanilla sugar. This is vanilla salt. Vanilla salt. Oh, I like the disco ball. Oh, Delta. I love the disco ball because, we have a disco ball in our pantry. We do. Those were great emote, guys. Thank you. Husband hates it. My sister likes pineapple on her pizza. I'm not a fan of fruit, so I'm not going to put fruit on my pizza. All right. Now my hands smell like vanilla. Hey, Get Creme, how are you doing today? I saw that you guys got the window in on the trailer. Very exciting. All right, vanilla salt. Good on all your desserts. Remember, you're just gonna use a little tiny bit. It's a little salty finishing with that vanilla, that warm flavor of that vanilla. This is not for putting in your coffee or your teas. This is for putting a little bit, you can put a little bit on your ice cream. So we talked about doing the citrus dust, and you can do sugar citrus dust to put on your ice cream. This is a great thing to put on top of particularly chocolate ice cream. You just, you know, a nice scoop of chocolate ice cream, just a little bit of the vanilla salt on top. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So let's get this in here. Oops. And if you do something like this for others, for gifts, this is a great thing to do for gifts. I will tell you, you can give somebody a little mini basket. You can buy cheap little cute plastic baskets over at like the dollar store or whatever. And this is a great thing to give to somebody. But if it's something that they have never used before, make sure you include a couple of recipe cards on how to use it. Like maybe give them a recipe that you found that you like, and like maybe for making some toffees or something like that, and then give them the vanilla sugar and tell them how much to use. It'd be absolutely fantastic. So this is where I reuse those little jars. And now what I would do for this before I gave it out, I would cut a little piece of maybe a nice brown and gold, like pieces of wrapping paper or something like that, and just put it over the top and tie a string around it and just make it kind of pretty. But that is our vanilla salt. Look how pretty that is. This smells so good. The warmth from the vanilla. Oh, yes, make sure, you know what, I need to make that a command, Whisking. Can you send me a message and remind me of that? Sorry, I missed the name of the streamer who's doing the yoga. Oh, Dana's Kitchen. Dana's Kitchen. Can we give another shout out for Dana's Kitchen? So that we can make sure that we have that in there. Definitely go over and give her a follow and be there tomorrow morning. Be there tomorrow morning. You know, here's the neat thing about this, guys. You don't have to be perfect when you do it. I am not in shape. You don't have to be super bendy and stretchy. Everybody thinks that in order to do yoga, you have to be able to do these long poses and hold these things. That's for advanced yoga people who've been doing it for a while. Right now, let's just get our bodies used to moving and stretching. Stretching is so important. And having somebody who understands how this should be done, it's a win-win-win. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. But the fact, Dana, that you're taking your information and your knowledge and sharing it with us, and this is something we can all do together. And if we have questions, we can ask. If she doesn't know the answer to a question, I am sure she has resources and people that she could say, hey, somebody came up with this question, haven't encountered this yet before, what would be your advice or something like that. So yes, 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 10 o'clock Central Time. So for you and me, Whiskey, it'll be 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to get up, and what was it somebody said? You can drink your chai tea while doing Tai Chi. Yes, I think it's going to be a great thing to be there. I think it's going to be a good time. I think it's going to be a good time. Okay. One of my favorites next. And I need a bigger jar for this one because this one's legit. This one's legit. Too legit. Too legit to quit. Too legit. Let's do this jar. I have got jars in here. These are old. Spice Islands. I have one sesame seed. This was an old jar. I haven't taken the label off yet. Sesame seeds from the Spice Hunter. This was from somebody's initials are WJR. No clue. That's a really old one because it didn't even have the label thing on there. Soon to be sponsored by Skechers. Skechers, where you get great shoes that give you great support while you're streaming and holds all your extra jars. That'd be fun if it was legitimately like that, wouldn't it? Okay, one of my favorites. So we need a lot of lime. I love lime. I love a squeeze of lime in my ginger ale. I do a vodka gimlet, which is I make a quick little batch of some simple syrup. I put a tablespoon of sugar in a dish. I add a tablespoon of boiling water. I give it a couple stirs. I just let it sit there until the sugar dissolves and it cools down. I squeeze an entire lime in there, and then I add my vodka. Deliciousness. But what we're going to do with this, oh yeah, because the best thing about yoga, it's not just the fact that you're stretching, which is wonderful, but you're controlling your breathing. And by focusing on your breathing, so you have somebody who has anxiety when they have to perform live. So when he doesn't like to perform live, he does it, but he hates it. You have to find that where you get to that breathing point where you can just, bring it all the way down. So we got some good limes. Now, I'm not going to be using the lime juice, right? So I'm going to juice these. I'll just juice these off stream and freeze them. And then I always have some lime juice to make a vinaigrette. It's great for doing like a little lime. I would rather have a lime vinaigrette than a lemon vinaigrette. So this is a chili lime seasoned salt. So what we're going to do is that we're going to take a half a cup of our salt. We're going to add in a lot of lime zest, and we're going to add in red pepper flakes as well. Vodka soda with extra lime. Oh, I do know that Whiskey Unicorn likes a Moscow Mule. I have never had a Moscow Mule. Texas, what are we wedding? What? Yeah, I know she likes her Moscow Mules. I need to find some good ginger beer. And make a Moscow Mule. Oh, chili lime salt. So this is going to be done with lots of lime zest, salt, and red chili flakes. Now, all of these salts that we're making today, can you use them the day that you make them? Of course you can. Particularly the house seasoning, which will be our last one that we're going to do. And then we're going to get on to the Loco Moco. You can use them all this day. But they are better if you make them and let them set for at least 24 hours. At least 24 hours. And they're best if used up within about 6 months. It's not to say you can't use them 6 months later, but for the best punch of flavor, you want to use them up within a good ginger beer. Most aren't ginger forward. Okay, Texas, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to the grocery store before I go to California. He'll be set up with food. He'll be fine. I've got freezer meals for him and everything else. But when I go to the grocery store next, when I get back, there's 2 sections of my store that sell ginger beer. They're 2 ginger bears. Okay, why not? I'll take pictures of what they are and send them over to you. Krabby's is amazing ginger beer. I make my Moscow Mules with spicy ginger beer, extra grated ginger, extra lime, less simple syrup. See, I like the idea of like the extra lime. I love the flavor of the lime. So normally with this, we would do about 2 teaspoons of our crushed red peppers. Ba-bam. I just filled this up the other day too. I'll take a ginger bear. I like ginger bears. I think ginger bears would be nice. And we're going to do a half a cup of salt. Let's go ahead and get that. Let's go ahead and get that in here, right? And then normally you do about a tablespoon of the lime zest. I want the lime. So I'm going to do, if I can get 2 tablespoons out of this, I'll be thrilled. I will be absolutely thrilled. Ever ponder freeze-dried berries? So the problem with berries, if you have, like if you're doing cranberries or blueberries, it's highly recommended you cut them in half because they just will not freeze dry. Same for dehydrating or puncture them. You've got to go through and puncture them so either the juices can run free for dehydration or in freeze drying that the air can, that when it freezes, that when the sublimation cycle starts, the water vapor has a place to go. Otherwise, it stays inside. And they get very, very gummy and gross if you don't do that. So there's a lot of work in doing berries. Strawberries, you could actually do strawberries. You could make like a strawberry salt and use strawberries. I would not do blackberries or raspberries because of the seeds. So unless you have like a seedless blackberry or a seedless raspberry, sometimes you can find frozen seedless raspberries. But again, drying those, you don't want to dehydrate them because they're going to get very, very hard. and they don't pulverize well when they've been dehydrated. So freeze drying would be your best option for using, if you want to get like a more fruity type of salt to use on, like what we talked about doing, like the dessert type salts. Bananas I wouldn't recommend either. So yeah, I want a Moscow Mule. I have freeze-dried watermelon. They're like, I will do that this summer. We'll freeze-dry some watermelon this summer. The problem with watermelon, it takes forever to freeze-dry watermelon. Forever. Let's look at the name, watermelon. And what is freeze-drying doing? Removing all the water. And sometimes you have to do 2 cycles. Because when the ice starts to form on the drum, if the ice comes in and starts touching the trays, you'll get a false cycle. So you have to shut the whole thing down, take the trays out, put them into a freezer to keep them frozen, defrost your unit, take the trays back out, or get the unit frozen again, take the trays out, and it can take about 60 hours. Without a cup. Okay, so why do they put them into a copper cup? A copper mug? I don't like to put my cocktails into metal mugs because of the condensation and how they start. How does the stainless steel on the inside differ from a glass? Oh, see, all the copper mugs I see, they're all copper on the outside and they're beautiful, but they're stainless steel on the inside. I've never found one that's copper on the inside. I could see that then. That would make sense. You get a whole different level of flavor in there. Okay. So I'm going to have to go to a restaurant and say, hey, I want you to make me a Moscow Mule. Let me see your cups first. I don't want the one that has the stainless steel on the inside. We can do that. We can do that. Yes, you can link your Amazon account for free if you had not done that before. Let's get our zester out because we did rinse that. This might still have a little bit of lemon on it, and that's okay. So we're going to zest all these limes. Put this lime in here. We're going to do about 2 teaspoons of the crushed red pepper. Now on these, on the red pepper flakes typically has the seeds and everything on there. So I might put these into the mortar over here and just kind of crush them up to make the flakes a little bit smaller. Yeah, if you guys find Leo, remember to tell Ahmad. Tell Ahmad who's live here right now. Don't tell one in Discord that's not here right now because they're going to go, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm not there right now. I don't see Leo. One person so far that has found Leo. Remember, this is for a sticker. At the end of the month, all the names will be entered into. And if you find Leo every single time I stream, your name goes in that many times. And that is the Mario dance. I don't have my BTTV it's turned on when I'm streaming. They're on my computer when I'm watching the show. Maka Waka, how are you? Did you do your walk today? I didn't see you on today. Can we get a shout out from Maka Waka? He does a really cool IRL stream. He goes walking around the Bay Area and hard to see. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't say it out loud. But I will say no. I'll give you a freebie on this one. It's a no. That one's not on there. So we don't say it in the chat because we want everybody to try and find. That's why my mods delete the message. Send it to a whisper if you click on to see who's watching the show. You can see which ones are the mods. Pick one of the mods that's in here right now, and they'll tell you you are correct, and then they'll give me your name, and it will go into the. Oh, that's okay. That's okay, Cockroach. Hey, well now you know that Leo's not there. Oh nah. If anybody's eyes are too old for doing weird stuff like that, it's usually me. But if you're going to use the juice of a zester, Leo is a small. I should find a picture of him. Let me find a picture here real quick, and I'll put him on the screen so you guys can see him. Okay, so let me find. Can I show this without showing? Okay, hang on. It's Windows Shift S, and that allows me to take this right here. Okay. Okay, we can do this. Okay, here, let me move this over here. Real quick, I'm just going to show my screen here, guys. I know you can see. This is what Leo looks like right here. This is Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci, and he's a little tiny red silicone crab. He's about 2 inches wide by about 2.5 inches tall. Sometimes he is not seen entirely. I'm going to save this. We're going to save this. We're going to save this picture. We're just going to call it Leo, and I'll put him on the desktop, and we'll save him so we can always show him later. We'll always show him later. Sometimes you can only see part of him. Sometimes you can see his whole body. You just never know. So the sticker, this is my sticker, but it's got stuff on it. But this is the sticker. This is Leonardo da Vinci's representation of Let's Dance in Kennard's Kitchen. So this is what, at the end of the month, we will pick a winner out of all the names that were submitted, and I will mail this to you. And I also include a little note in there too. Ooh, Victoria's putting in points. You guys. So it's like, where's Waldo, but where's Leo? Exactly. But don't say in stream where you found him. Tell a mod. Kind of like tell a friend. I already got all that one off of there. Seraph. You guys really want me to humiliate myself, don't you? Victoria, Happy New Year to you. Did anything like super exciting happen to anybody on New Year's Eve? Did anybody get proposed to or propose to anyone? I had the wonderful, I finished watching the Gilmore Girls. And it's weird, okay, so then there's the special that came out, the 4 seasons. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. There's 4 episodes in that particular season. And I had just started and I was like, whoa, wait a minute. First of all, between Lorelai and Rory, the chemistry wasn't quite there. So I had to look up the date. So I guess the season ended, the traditional season ended or series ended in 2007. And they didn't do this everybody coming back thing until 2017. Texas Hula is in the house. Heart your face. Thank you so much. 15 months. I watched an episode of Kojak. There's a good one. Can we get a shout out for the one legend of Texas Hula as well, who's doing his little carvings. He's really into whittling right now, which is cool. What was that technique called, Hula, that you did yesterday, where you took the wire brush to the wood and made like that grain pattern in those wood bowls? Oh my gosh, that was stunning. He did 2 of the bowls like this yesterday. It was a walnut wood, and then did this beautiful dark stain on it. They are just gorgeous. Matlock this morning. I wish I had, there's a TV channel that's only if you have like cable or satellite TV called Cozy, K-O-Z-I. I wish there was a texture thing. Is there a special name for that? Eliu, hello, Happy New Year. That's okay, I can't type. Half the time I can't word. So it's all right, it's all good. Yeah, but last night was I finished up the Gilmore Girls. But so like I said, the TV series ended in 2007 and the reunion show wasn't until 2017. So 10 years difference. So everybody looks a little older. You know, there's a big 10-year gap there. No spoilers because I don't know what happened. I just started it and just saw the 2 of them, and then it's like I had things I had to do. But it's nice to see that they're doing it just shows you how popular that show was, right? No. Right now, Philip, no. If you find them, you find them. You can keep guessing. Reach out to a mod if you found Leo, and I'll send you a sticker if you're right, and you win the drawing at the end of the month. The only thing that I can't send to Europe is, oh, Elio, thank you. I needed that. These little pins, so I have these little acrylic pins. They don't even weigh a quarter of an ounce. They're just this little itty bitty acrylic pins. They're so cute. You know what I could do? You know what we could do? You know what we could do? If you live in the US, you have a choice between a pin or a sticker. How about that? We could do that. But to mail one of these to the UK, I'm not kidding you, because I did it, was $20. It's like I can't mail those to the UK anymore. It just, it's crazy. It's crazy. Bum Bum's like, Paca, pen, want it now. It's like, gimme, bring it, want it, own it. I like pins. I have one of Science's pins over here. I have Antonia. I keep her here to show you guys. This is Antonia. He has nice pins. He has very nice pins because his are enamel. But that's Antonia. Okay, you don't want to focus on that? Let's see if I can get you to focus on my hand like this. Come on, why don't you ever focus on that? All right, closer and slow. There we go. That's Antonia. She's a leaf cutter ant, and she's so precious. But his are really pretty. He's got nice ones. He's got nice ones. I looked those up. They were like, I gotta find out who his pin source is, because I looked him up and found a different, and I was like, oh, Bug's Life, yes. I love pins. What I want to do is I'd love to have a bunch of different pins. I'm gonna read. So I've got the Leo pin. I have my new professional logo that I had done, and I'm gonna have pins of that one made too, and that's the one I want to have done enamel. It was epic, flat out epic. He was making some cute stuff. I love those whittlings. Mason jar whittling, but I still say one of those gnomes. I'm telling you, I am gonna keep harboring on that until one of those gnomes has a teardrop. Because he didn't choose the thug life. I chose it for him. I turned my pins into needle minders for, oh, that's a good idea, Matherin. I love that. Oh, I didn't show you guys. I didn't show you guys. Should I show you now? Do you guys want to see my crochet project now? It's not finished. I mean, it's finished, but it's not finished. And I'm going to change some things. But I got a little bit creative. I got inspired by crochet 70, excuse me. Oh yeah, the teardrop is going to happen. The teardrop. An even larger tin of stickers. I want to have a sticker wall. And this will probably go in my office. So if I ever get a gaming PC, I need to talk with Keen on that too. I was looking up gaming PCs and what I think I'm supposed to get and whatever. I'm like, I cannot spend $3,000 on a computer, people. This is not going to happen. And I've had a few people send me links. Oh, this is the kind of computer you want. And I'm like, I don't play games that much. I want to be able to play New Horizon, because I do own that game. Dead by Daylight. What was the other one? There was another one I want to be able to play on there, but not any like fancy ones. PC Dono Goal? What do you mean? I will take any advice. Hey, Raven. Okay, I got to show you. Let me finish this lime. Well, I read that one of the games, well, I should say, it's not a game I'm going to play, so maybe that doesn't matter. But so when I looked up, I said, I looked up which games were the most challenging for graphic cards to make sure you have the right graphic card and whatever. And I guess one of the Lara Croft games is a high-end graphic user or something like that. I don't know. I'm not going to be playing that game anyway. But I was like, oh, and let me say this flat out, I'm not building this. It has to come in its case, and all I need to do is plug it in. All I want to do. Louise, how are you doing today? Happy New Year. All right, I'm going to show you guys. I got to get all the lime off my fingers here because I don't want lime to get on the project. So Crochet is doing these cute little, and I don't know how to pronounce the name, but they're like little character things. And some of the other people on Texas Hulu's channel. So I decided to get on board with it, and so I crocheted a jar of pickles. So I made it. So these are I made these little pickles. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that though. They even have dimples. So they got their little warts. I'm going to get some different green to go with them. So we have our little crocheted pickles, our little crocheted pickle jar. So what I'm thinking about, well, that's funny that you mentioned that whisking. This would again have to be, if I do it the way, I'll probably do 2 different giveaways. I gotta take a picture for crochet. I have to take a picture for crochet. She was my muse. She was totally my muse. I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this. And it sounds silly, but the first 2 times I tried that pattern, I was like, okay, this isn't working for me. It was a pattern I just found. And I was like, just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Frog it, redo it, because you can reuse a thread over 1,000 times, right? I was like, and then all of a sudden it clicked. I was like, boom, I did it. I'm embracing the challenge. So pew, pew. Now that's interesting. If I use a scrubber yarn, I bet I could. I would have to practice with that. So I'm thinking about making making smaller ones, like little gherkins, and putting them into a small jar and doing that as a giveaway. But that would have to be US only. And I can also do some, oh, the other thing I'm putting on those, okay, wait a minute, you guys don't know what the piece de la resistance is that's going on those things. Googly eyes. I'm putting googly eyes on the pickles. So we're gonna have some googly eyes. So I'll do one. I can do a US one with a jar as a giveaway because I can package that really well. But but going over to the UK, I might have to do just the pickles, and they would have to find a jar to put them in. Merch warehouse over there. Oh, I would love that. Somebody hook me up with that. That would be great. Takes me a few hours to make about 6 or 7 different pickles. So that's my goal, is to make a couple of different things like that. But I thought that was so cute. I was like, hey, Maya, how are you? Happy New Year to you. All right. So again, this is my lime zest. Yep, we're gonna
Come meet our family.
we're gonna zest
Let
that other lime. I'm gonna do glue on googly eyes. Mini Coop, welcome on in. How are you today? Happy anniversary. I hope happy anniversary. Well, hey, if it's your anniversary, why not? But happy New Year and welcome on in. How did you find the channel? Where are you watching from? Yeah, so to mail this little pin, that is acrylic. It's light as air. To mail this little pin was, well, it wasn't exactly $20. It was $17.97 to mail this. You had me at crocheting. I love, this is just something I thought, okay, I'm gonna try it, we're gonna do it, we're gonna see what happens. I crochet for fun. I do like little projects. I don't do like giant projects. They just take way too much time and I get bored really easily. I do like hot pads. Like I crochet, where'd my other hot pad go? Oh, he has it over there. I crochet like my own hot pads and stuff like that. And 90% of the stuff I give away. I made a whole bunch. I didn't do it this year, and I should have, but our winter this year has been so mild. We haven't even had to really open the warming centers. But a couple years ago, I sewed a whole bunch of fingerless gloves, and I would just keep them. And if I saw somebody who needed them, just take them out. You just hand them a set of fingerless gloves if they're, it's cold, the homeless or somebody who needs them. So yeah, all sorts of different things. So we're gonna do about 2 teaspoons of, well, we'll just measure this out. 1, and I'm just going to crush this up a little bit just to kind of break up the flakes a little bit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we could do that. So I'm just going to break this up just a little tiny bit. Again, don't put your nose right down here while you're doing this, because if you inhale this, you're going to really start coughing. Have you heard of Skytech? just like that. When I put my hands around it, they're a company that sells built PCs. Excuse me. No, but can you send me a PM with a link, Sarah? All right, there's that. Again, just with a damp rag. All right. that got me. Thank you, I appreciate that. Hang on, I'm gonna get rid of this lung.
I like spicy.
There we go. Sorry about that. Mixy, mixy, mixy. Darn. Moco Maid. Oh my gosh, Moco Maid, how are you guys? Happy New Year. Huge shout out to Moco Maid. No, it's still there. But this is what happens when you're working with peppers. That's what happens when you work with peppers. Moco Maid is a brother and sister team. Such a good vibe over there. Oh my gosh. I've got a pepper stuck. Besides my hangover, oh, I am so sorry. Either one, Sarah, either one's fine. You can send me a PM on Discord. It'd probably be better on Discord because then I can just copy it and save it to my, right? I like it spicy, except when I'm trying to breathe. Except when I'm trying to breathe. But they are very, very talented, very artistic in their creations. And I'm telling you, follow them. The problem is it's not in the throat. It's in the lung because I inhaled it. Oh, Rexus has redeemed a free crab dance. Hang on, Rexus. I got you. I got you. Let me. It moved. Breathing is overrated. Right there. Yeah, remember, if you guys find Leo, Leo's a small little silicone crab hidden somewhere behind me in this stream. If you find him, send a note to the mod. Don't say you found him. You can say you found him, but don't say where you found him. Tell a live mod here, and we are going to, every time you find him, for every stream you find him, your name's going to go into the hat, and we're going to draw for a Leo sticker. We might have to get some more of these, or the Leo pins, but the Leo pins are only for US. I can't do the pins to the EU anymore. But Moco Loco, what did you guys do last night? I mean, obviously, you know, tied one on. It's celebratory, right? It's New Year. It's the new year coming through. Yeah, we've been hiding Leo for a while. And by the way, guys, so remember I had everybody who wanted to fill out the survey. Now the survey is no longer active. I've turned off the survey because now I'm calculating all the data and everything that I received in there. But one of the last questions in there was, is there anything you'd like to see added to the stream or changed on the stream or just comments in general other than the generic questions that I asked? And one of the comments was this particular event that we're doing right now. So I take everything that was said in that survey to heart, except for the troll. And then there's some funny haha things in there. But I take this stuff to heart, and we're going to implement it right away. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. We had a little party at Devin's house. We used to hide something in the background of the stream, but we stopped doing that. Yeah, they're not suitable for work, if anybody wants to know what those initials mean. And, you know, back in the day, first of all, I'm really shocked that I'm at that point of, oh, how long can you keep compound salts for? Forever. Best if you use them within 6 months. Best if you use them within 6 months for the punch of flavor. That's why I like putting the, the lime zest directly in here. I don't dehydrate the lime zest or the lemon zest for our rosemary salts because I want those oils to get in there and really infuse that salt. And you don't want to get the white part. You just want to get the green or the yellow or the orange. Orange salt is another good one, which is really good for smoked meats, like smoked pork. Good stuff. All right, We're gonna save all this over here. And then we're gonna start making our moco loco, and I'll start working on the moco while the rice is cooking. Is Leo red? Yes, yes, Louise. Leo is all red. Matter of fact, hang on. I'm gonna show you a picture of Leo. There you go. This is Leo. He's all red. Sometimes you don't see him all. Sometimes you might just see his eyeballs. That only happened once. Excuse me. But this is Leo right here. I'll just leave him minimized back there. So I get the pleasure of having to contact customer support at Amazon and see if it's possible to refund a gift card because I received a message stating that the item I ordered. No. Well, usually if the item is lost, I had this happen to me once, where the item got lost, I never got it, and they initiated a refund and they just credited it to my Amazon account. So it was, oh, you know what it was? It was my mic. It was my mic came in and it never arrived. So I had to order it through another company. And that was a company in Texas, and it got here. And then a month later, this shows up. Or the other one showed up. It fell in the post office. Apparently it was delivered, but nobody had signed for it. It fell and fell behind the counter when they were redoing the post office. They found my package back there. Anyway, I returned it to them, so I don't have two of them now. Maybe when I get my new glasses, I'll be able to see Leo. He can be tricky. If you're on a computer, it might be a little bit easier, but every stream I hide him. Sometimes he's easier to find, sometimes he's not so easy to find, but every stream I hide him, so you'll have multiple opportunities to enter. I think I might see him. Tell him odd, tell him odd, don't tell a friend, tell him odd. I've had good luck with Amazon with contacting their support. I really have, so I can't complain about that. All right, so this is our, I'm gonna put this back in here. We're not gonna do the oven one. Oh, I forgot, we have one more salt to make. One more salt to make, and then we'll get started on here. So this one, I just wanna get this really mixed up. The lime, being that it has a little bit of moisture in it, tends to want to clump. Otherwise, I'd never find them. I have to admit, there's time. Okay, so let me put it to you this way. So I come in and I hide Leo, right? And I stick him in one of his spots and whatever. And then I come over here and I lean in to see if I can see him, but then my body is blocking. So I have to come over to the side of the camera, lean my head kind of over off the side to see if I can see Leo. It's awful. I hide him in a new spot each stream, yes. Every stream. Sometimes he's very obvious, sometimes he's not. Today he's not super obvious. I know, so we like to hide him. We have a good time hiding him around here. What I want you guys to do is I want you all to try one of these seasoned salts. One of these seasoned salts. Like I said, you don't have to make as much as I do. I use this throughout the year in my dishes, but I want you to try at least one. I think you guys would be very, very surprised. Oh, actually, technically I have two, but you know what? The other one I'm not going to make. The next one I am going to make because it is the best finishing salt for steaks. Techie, nice to see you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I got to tell you, one of the nicest compliments on that survey that we got was that when they came into stream, they were always so shocked at how welcoming the mods were. How the mod, you'll see the mods sitting there greeting people, saying, "Hey, how's it going, so and so? Nice to see you." And other chatters, will say, "Oh, hey, so and so, nice to see you. Are you following